Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Sabansi. I want to welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we got one of those shows for you guys. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'm already cracking up with this story here. You know, before we get into this story, I got to say, it is interesting the things people are willing to spend their money on these days. It's absolutely interesting, man. Like, if for real, it's really, really interesting. Let's get into the story here. So, as you guys know, Stephen A. Smith is the richest man in the world, right? Well, at least that's how he talks, right? Whenever he talks about how successful he is. And he's the most famous man in the world. Well, at least that's how he talks. Whenever he talks about who he knows and all that stuff. I'm just playing. But anyway, we know Stephen A. Smith, right? Stephen A. Smith is a very confident guy. He's the face of ESPN. Been that for a very long time. Still is the face of the network, right? One of the highest paid media personalities, period. Right? And he has his own show and he does various things. Now, if you guys know, Stephen A. Smith does have a basketball background. He did play basketball collegiately, if I'm not mistaken, but then he suffered a pretty gruesome injury, if I'm not mistaken, to his knee or something like that. He's mentioned it a number of times. But ever since then, he went on to be a journalist for the Philadelphia Inquirer, and then from there, I think he covered Allen Iverson, and he did a bunch of different things. Then he now found his way on ESPN, and he left, and he came back, and now he's the face of ESPN and the host, or the main person, the boss of ESPN First Take. So we know this about Stephen A. Smith. What we didn't know was that Stephen A. Smith was a basketball savant in terms of training and giving potential prospects, you know, the essential skills and information that they'll need to probably make it to the NBA. I never knew this. What am I referring to? Well, there was a story circulating over the past 24 hours. And as I was sitting here like in a malaise, a video was recommended to me from, Too Raw for Sports, his channel. So the funny thing was, when I saw the story originally, I was too tired to read about it. So I was like, okay, let me see what Too Raw going to say. And then he'll explain it to me, and then I can talk about it. So he goes into the video. He's already laughing at the beginning of the video, right? He's cracking up. So I started cracking up because I saw the title. And he's explaining it. And then he brought up an interesting fact about Kobe. So what's the story? Some of y'all are, okay, man, enough with the suspense. Enough with this damn suspense. What's the story? Well, I'm going to read from one source here. There are a plethora of it. The story is essentially this, and we're reading from Sportskeeda. Here's the headline. Stephen A. Smith announces a $2,899 one-week-long summer basketball camp at Michael Beasley's former school. TV analyst Stephen A. Smith has announced a once-in-a-lifetime basketball camp at former LA Lakers player Michael Beasley's former school, IMG Academy. Smith's camp will be a big step for IMG as they continue to develop their basketball program. IMG Academy is getting loud and providing a once-in-a-lifetime camp opportunity for young athletes with its Stephen A. Smith basketball camp at IMG Academy taking place on August 6th to the 12th. This week-long camp will cost $2,899. It will be a new project for Stephen A. Smith, who has stuck to the media business for most of his professional career. That's where he has flourished the most, and is one of the leading faces of ESPN. Smith is an executive producer and the famous debate show, First Take. He also owns multiple podcasts. He's also spreading his wings in the acting business. Here's what Stephen A. Smith said in a press release back in March about the partnership with IMG Academy. To have my own basketball camp associated with IMG Academy is an incredible opportunity for me to share my story and help inspire the next generation, providing advice on what it takes to succeed not only on the court, but also beyond the shot clock. Is something I'm very passionate about. I'm honored that the IMG Academy sees me as someone who can be an extension of its mission of empowering student athletes to win in the future, preparing them for college and for life. Stephen A. Smith played basketball collegiately and couldn't make it. Okay, so that's what the article had to say. I'm containing myself. So Too Raw says, hold up. Do you know that this dude's camp costs more than Kobe Bryant's camp? I was like, this is impossible. So I Googled it, and I just pull it up here. I don't know if this is 100% accurate, but this is what I found from the Kobe Bryant Basketball Academy. And it says, total package, Kobe's camp, lodging, S plus B tour package, estimated around $1,650, right? And then you do discipline, location, and facilities, insurance and medical care, and then it shows you the hotel you're going to be staying at, and then it shows you the various activities and blah 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 blah, and all of these different stuff, right? And whatever. You do a whole bunch of things. I don't know if that's exact Kobe package, but that's what I found. But essentially, Stephen A. Smith is charging more than Kobe Bryant to teach basketball. Here are my thoughts. I don't want to sound like a cynic. I truly, truly do not want to sound like a cynic. But this is cracking me up. It's not even the price so much, because the price is crazy, but that's not what's even surprising me, to be quite honest. It's about $3,000, so you're charging people close to what? Like probably 100 and something, but okay, let's see. He's charging folks $2,900 divided by 6. He's making about, no, this can't be right. $400 and something. Okay, well, anyway. Oh, God. So he's charging these folks $483 for 7 days. Folks, people are going to pay for this. All right? People are going to pay for this. Here's what I've learned. If you want to learn about something, anything, this is just my view. I'm not saying that workshops don't work. I'm not saying you shouldn't attend workshops. I am not saying any of that. We've even conducted workshops on public speaking back when we're doing public speaking. I'm not saying any of that. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying, however, is this. Anything that you want to succeed in, it requires more than 5 or 6 days of your effort. I don't believe that you can give someone all they need to know in just 5 or 6 days. And even if you do know all you need to know in those 6 days, or I give you all the information that makes you feel like you need to know, you have everything that you know. If you want to succeed at something, you got to be a student of that thing. So you need to continuously do it. You need to continuously learn. You need to continuously research. I don't care what it is, number one. Number two, I got to state this out flat out. It is unreal that there are people that are teaching business to people that don't own businesses. How is this possible? There are people that are teaching business to people that do not own businesses themselves. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. It's crazy. Dreamerspro, we have 3 or so staff. Does that qualify me to now go out there and start teaching people business? Does it really qualify me? Let's be real. You hire 4 people. Does that really qualify you to teach business? No, I'm just asking the question. If I want to learn business, I want to learn business from someone that's succeeded, that's failed, but at least has staff of 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 people. At least, if I'm saying I'm going to be learning business from this guy. For real. If I'm being honest with you, I would sooner listen to somebody teach me about business in media. I would sooner listen to Bill Simmons or maybe Clay Travis than I would listen to Stephen A. Smith. Do you know why? I'll tell you why. Because those guys have gone on to build $100 million companies. Those guys have gone on to do it independently. I would rather listen to them first before I listen to Stephen A. I'm sorry. This is not a diss. It's not. Stephen A. Smith, this is the one thing I don't understand. I've never seen somebody so happy to say, man, my bosses. Why are you so happy to say that? My bosses. Why does that make you feel so empowered? These are my bosses. I don't understand that. Business people are not looking to find other people to be their boss. Now, I'm not saying that his camp won't work or anything. I'm not saying any of that. I'm just saying that if I'm looking for business advice, I'm going to go to people that do business. Like, that's what you do. That's your job. You're a business person. That's what you do every single day. You're paying salaries. You're talking to your accountants. You're dealing with lawyers. You're dealing with unions. You're dealing with different laws that are taking place. You're going to business meetings. You're dealing with different strategies. You're dealing with stealing. You're dealing with waste. You're dealing with markups for various materials. You're dealing with the claims in China. You're dealing with what is it? Importation taxes. You're dealing with all of these different things. These are the people I want to talk to about business. Those people I will sit down and say, man, please let me teach me something here. Those people. And I know I can't get everything that I want to know from them in 6 days. I know that. I would say, listen, can I be your, what is it? Not apprentice. Can you be my mentor? Can you be my mentor? Can you be my mentor? One of the best ways to learn about business, from my experience, be around people that actually do business every single day. You will learn more from people actually doing business every single day than you will from reading books, because now you're getting that firsthand experience. Take it from somebody. I'm telling you this professional. I'm not telling you this from something I read or heard somewhere. I'm telling you this from something I know. So I'm not shooting any holes in it, but it's hilarious. In $2,800 and something, well, y'all got money to spend. Y'all got money to spend, man. I'm not here saying it won't work. I'm just saying that that's just crazy to me. But hey, everybody can spend their money how they will. I'm sure it's going to be fine, but to me, it's just crazy. But anyway, these are my thoughts. Whatever you guys think, leave your thoughts in the comment section. We catch you guys on the next show. Peace.